recently I've been diving into a bunch of setup videos by other content creators, and it really got me inspired to build one of my own. And with my graduation and birthday coming up, I figured out why not make that a reality. So my old setup was a bit rough and it showed its edges, but it was more of a temporary thing than anything else. I also moved into this place about 7 months ago, and I honestly never paid attention to how it looked. It was more the practical side of things that got me interested into my setup, but nothing else. The first step in building my new setup was figuring out the design, something I could actually base myself on. Whilst binge watching setup videos on YouTube for a good week or two, I came across this $5 game on Steam called My Dream Setup. It's basically just a simulation where you, the player, can design your very own dream setup without any restrictions. I ended up spending a good hour or two messing around with it and eventually landed on a design which I was actually excited about. On day one, I asked my mom and dad if we could go to the IKEA, since that was the only place in Belgium where you could get your furniture at a decent price point. And also IKEA had the desktop I was going for, so... So the idea was to use two Alex drawers combined with a leg captain tabletop. And yes, I know it's been used by a lot of content creators, but I just thought it looked nice. Besides that, me and my dad looked at some other promising furnitures and closets that might fit into my eventual setup. After buying the items, we took our stuff and made our way to the car, but there was just one problem. So to keep things short, the table itself was 160 by 80 centimeters, but the car itself was only 3 to 4 meters long, and that's not even counting the seats. So either my dad, my little brother, or me, depending on who sat where, couldn't fit in all at once. That was until my mom came up with an idea. Here's €10, just buy something. So her plan was quite easy. She would give my dad and my brother €10 to survive the day while me and I would go back home, pack our stuff there, and she would drive back and get them. A couple of things happened. First off, we had traffic. Second off, my mom took a wrong turn left, which added extra minutes to the supposed time that it would take to get home. And third off, the €10 that my mom gave, which was €2 €5, couldn't even be used because one of them was in such a bad physical state that stores wouldn't allow my dad to spend it. So yeah, that was basically day one. The next day came around the corner, and we had to empty my entire room with the PC, the monitors, everything actually connected to my PC, with the help of a close friend, of course. So this is the room before we did anything. We're gonna take all this junk out, so all of the things that are stored in here are gonna go out of the room, and also we need to de-cableize it, I don't know what. Cut all of the ties that keep it together, bring the PC to another room, take my monitors out, and then for the rest, we're gonna paint that wall white, that one. Also, same for that one, and the main wall over here is gonna be gray. For the rest, yeah, we're gonna take all of the junk out. Let's see what it brings us, okay? So me and my friend, which name I'm not gonna say due to privacy reasons, just took out everything in my room so that it would be empty and we can start fresh. We did have some weird moments. You know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna actually done with the room. A lot of shit is gone. The desk is gone. My boy over here, I'm gonna blur his face. He's taking up that thing even though it can roll. Why are you doing that, bro? So what we did now was basically take out all of the rough shapes here and there. You had some residue from the double-sided tape that I used to put my acoustic panels before. So that's AirPods for some reason. We're gonna take off all the furniture right now. We're gonna guard them in my parents' room. It's a bit messy. Fortunately, we have a desk where I can place it on. As you guys know, the IKEA desks are a bit big. So we're gonna take this all out, vacuum, and then start painting. Yeah, right, bro? What the fuck? Eventually, it was 5 o'clock and my bro had to go home, which was normal in my case, but anyways, I had to paint on my own. So that was a bit sad. I'm preparing the plastic, or whatever you want to call it, on the ground so that the paint doesn't fall off the wall and goes over here. Right now I'm just doing this part to finish it off and maybe try and put the first layer. I'm not gonna film that, I'll just show the end result if the walls are finished. This is end of day 2. I've done the entire wall, all in the gray paint. Some points may need a bit repainting, I guess, or another layer of paint. But overall it looks nice, only the edges are a bit. And yeah, this is where the desk is gonna be. See you guys the next day.
The next day was a bit less productive than the ones before, in which I just blasted music out of my JBL box, but my mom called someone behind my back to help me with the room, which honestly said I appreciated. But the reason behind it was a bit less. She just didn't trust me with the white paint because I would quote-unquote make her room dirty, even though it was my room, but honestly said I don't care. He helped me with it and we got it done in around, what was it, 4 hours? The rest of the day I just rested.
It's the end of day 3. There were a bunch of trial and errors, to say at least, because somebody helped me painting this room. As you guys can see, it's completely finished. Only the door isn't up, but I painted this wall. My friend of my mom painted this thing and completed the rest. So now, tomorrow, we're gonna put all the furniture from IKEA right over here. I'll do some cleaning and I'll see you guys back. Yeah.
I just woke up, took out the plans of the IKEA furnitures and started assembling them. It was quite the experience though, but yeah.
This is the egg backen. What the fuck do you pronounce it? Sorry if I mispronounced it, but basically this is where I'm gonna show off some of my items that I have, such as my graphics card. I don't know what else, some of my toys, maybe the Gojo figure that I have, but they're gonna be placed up on here. So I'll craft this big boy up. See you guys when it's finished. This took around 30 minutes to build. It's actually quite easy if you just, yeah, with that thing over there. But so basically, I'm going to be placing down my items over there, like Funko Pops and stuff, like that boy over there. Let's just take it, grab that fucker. We'll change that in the future, but it's gonna be like this. I'm gonna be placing my graphics cards, some items that I have on top of these 3 shelves. But yeah, I'll update you again if the next furniture is finished.
So I had to voice over this part because my phone glitched a bit, but honestly said, the desktop looks nice with the tabletop on the frame that I have from my previous setup. It actually was kind of sturdy. So right now, the only thing I was supposed to do is still make the other desk, or the other closet, sorry, and place my PC on it.
Well, it's been a few hours. I've set up some of the sound panels that I have. Normally there was one over there, but it kept falling off, so I decided to take it out. But normally it needs to be aligned, and that one is a bit higher than the rest, so I thought, nah, don't use it. But right here are the other 2. And then over here is my trophy set up a bit. So I have a few of my hard drives that I don't use anymore. I put them over here, because my PC can only hold 2 of them, and they're already inside it. My Gojo figure is there, and some of my other stuff. My motherboard, mouse that I don't even know. But yeah, this is basically it. Now, it's gonna take a few weeks before my money actually deposits in my bank account because I still need to pay my mom back. But this is basically the setup already. So, the PC works as well. My cable management isn't as great as you guys might expect. I just plumbed down every cable in here. That's also a thing I want to warn you guys. This table, the Lachkapten from IKEA, are not really that sturdy. So, if you place something heavy, it will break over time. So me and my dad just cut out a piece of wood, plywood in this case, and placed it underneath the stands of my monitor arms so that it's placed. And yeah, maybe a new lamp as well, or like a light, because this thing is a bit old. And I'll see you guys in a few weeks then, because then the setup will have more RGB and it will be running down here.
Okay, I gotta stop you there. I decided to not abuse the amount of RGB I wanted in my room. I right now only have 1 lamp, a new light, and a sign behind me, and I just decided to not use that much RGB because honestly said, who needs that much? But that was for the next day, which happens right now.
2,000 years later.
So it's the last day of our setup video. I got the Amazon packages. Already cut one open, but here are one of the products already. The hexagon panels, I think those are the RGB ones. Oh, the Razer mouse. Look at that. Yeah, but I'm gonna open this package, show you guys the product, and then I'm gonna go upstairs to my room. It's open. The alot F75 keyboard is there. My hexagon panels. Damn, that's a lot. And then of course the new mouse mat. So, off to building my room. So I already tested this keyboard. I'm gonna give you guys a listening test later. That thing sounds amazing. But we have a slight problem. So I've already built my desk and I've already been gaming on it for quite a while now. Problem is I need to put them behind. So these things need to move. But first things first, I want to see how the mouse mat looks like in comparison to my own one. So look at the size of this thing. I actually have space now. That's 10 centimeters longer than the one I had. And even with this keyboard right now, feels like I actually have space for once. Ooh, but that looks nice. Fits in with the theme. Yeah, these are the panels that are gonna go on the back. Oh, they're quite big actually. Alright, we're gonna first see this thing. So this is a Viper V3 Pro. Basically, it's the newer generation. This is a dead header, so it's not the same thing. I got it from a friend. It's been serving its duty for quite a while now. I have this mouse for like 5 years, I think. But this is a newer generation. There's already a V4, but I was like, why buy that one? I wanted a new one, a much faster one, and one without a wire. Same for my keyboard, which I'm gonna show you in a sec. But I'm gonna unbox this dude, and I'm gonna let you guys visualize, see how it looks like. God damn it. It's out of the box, and the first thing that I noticed, this thing weighs absolutely nothing. Okay, it already sounds better, but damn. There's a cable. So, what do we have? So we have the cable. I think this is for the wiring as well, or for the dongle. I think it's for the dongle. So this one is gonna go. Don't know where I'm gonna put it. Maybe give it to my old brother, because as you can see, his old setup is over there. That's his old keyboard. This is an old first gen SteelSeries Apex. Used to be good, but as you can see, it sounds old, clacky as well, so maybe change it. He also has my old mic and old PC. This is my old one. Sounds decent, but then hear this. And people complain about the knob not feeling satisfying enough, and honestly, I don't get why they're complaining. It doesn't feel cheap or anything. Oh, but the sound. I definitely like this one more than that one.
So after taking out all of my peripherals from the box that Amazon sent me, I decided to go further in with the wall, placing down my hexagon panels and the hexagon RGB lights. And honestly said, it worked out just fine. Just take a look. So overall, I would say that I really liked making this setup. It has been a project of mine for quite a while now, and seeing it fully finished now in front of my eyes just makes me feel happy about myself. I've spent a lot of money on it, so I hope it doesn't go to waste. So like, comment, and subscribe, or whatever you guys want to do. The Discord is in the description, but I'll see you in the next one.